Hello my lovely viewer, I am back once again with a South Korean zombie apocalypse horror series titled All of Us Are Dead. Watch the full video to find out the interesting part and please take care. As a disclaimer, this video includes my own analysis, commentary, and it's not a substitute of the full movie. Click the link below to watch, buy or rent the movie. It all starts with Jin-soo, a student who is bullied at school. Some school children are beating him. Rain is pouring down, and Jin-soo tries to hit back. He rushes himself towards the other kids with twisted limbs and fall down from the building to his death. Is he dead, or not? He's still alive and being treated for critical injuries in a hospital. His father, Byeong-Chan, arrives and observes him growling and snarling. Jin-soo starts to turn like a zombie and says, he will kill all of them. Holding a Bible, he apologizes and beats his son to death. On the alley to the basement, Byeong-Chan pulls the suitcase with his son's dead body and he falls down. He goes near to suitcase and call his son by his name and look at his arm. Suddenly, Jin-soo catches his hand. But it isn't enough, and he is still alive. We then skip across to Hyosun High School. Specifically the science lab. A girl named Hyun-ju goes to the science lab and finds a box. Some strange sound is coming from that box. She opened the box, but suddenly, Mad Rat bites her in a finger. Byeong-Chan appears when she is holding her injured finger. This looks to be his laboratory, and when he observes Hyun's bite, he closes the door and imprisons her. Byeong-Chan enters to classroom. Kids whisper that he smells like a rotting corpse and talks about how he is gradually becoming more crazy and unpredictable since Jin-soo's disappearance. He is on something. Yes, he is strange and detaining the student in his lab, and that weird smell coming from him tells us that he is crazy. Before moving forward, let's introduce students in the classroom. Anjo is a smart kid, but her father has no expectations for her academic success. There's no pressure, and he concedes that everyone is equal, especially since he works as a fireman and sees life-threatening injuries on a daily basis. Chong-san is one of her best buddy, and he explicitly likes her. He doesn't express it, however, and instead treats her improperly. But it's nothing compared to Guenam, the cruel bully at school. Remember the person beating Jin-soo in the very beginning? He is the same person. He shifts his focus to a couple of other kids, particularly Eun-ji, whom he forces to strip naked, and Cheon-soo, whom he compels to record. Soo-hyuk shows up and attempts to stop it, but the kids are afraid and are asked to do just like bullies demand. Myung threatens her by saying that he will show her naked photo to her parent if she doesn't do like he said. Unfortunately, Eun-ji is under control of Myung. In the class, Myung writes, "I am Joel sexy" over her t-shirt. Hyun-ju arrives staggering from the lab where she had been imprisoned, and she looks like infected. She is covered with the blood. Ms. Park grabs her before she falls down. She told to Ms. Park that science teacher detained her and tied her up. Ms. Park calls to emergency helpline number. Meanwhile in the class, students are talking about the incident. Na-yoon is assuming the probable reason about Hyun-ju. He hunts those students who had bullied his son and kill them all. Listening her, all the students joins her and start making hunch. One of them says that he might be making porn. Really, silly boy? It is clear that he is deeply in something. Such a moron. And one of the children mentioned that Hyun-ju tries to bite and goes crazy. Her temperature is low and smell like a rotten corpse. Remember, smell from Mr. Byeong. The paramedics come, accompanied by Anjo's father. He asks her to call him right away if she needs anything. Both says goodbye to each other and her father leaves. Hyun-ju has been transported to the city's best hospital for treatment. And while returning back to class, Anjo asks Soo-hyuk to go out with her by giving her name tag to him. Obviously guys, she likes him. Meanwhile, when Byeong-Chan returns to his lab and finds out, Hyun-ju has escaped and is shocked. Ms. Park and PT teacher were waiting him and as soon as they meets, ask about Hyun-ju, and takes him to the principal room. Byeong-Chan asked principal to put her in quarantine, but principal told him to relax and blame his son for ruining school reputation. They got into the heat argument. After some time, police officers intervenes and arrest Byeong-Chan. In the next scene, we see nurse is showing the symptoms. As she pull her sleeves up, there is bite mark in her arm. She was bitten by Hyun-ju during her treatment. She starts to turn into zombie. Her veins turns into black and protrudes from the bite on her arm. She is standing on the floor and behaving like the drunkard. Nam sees her and begins filming. She looks toward them and chases them. His friend is immediately bitten and turns as well. Soon, he runs toward the class and starts to bite other students. On the next scene, we see Eun-ji up on the roof and is ready to jump from the building. Then Cheon-soo suddenly comes there and tries to stop her. She told to Cheon-soo that she wants to escape from this living hell. However, just as she is about to jump, several infected students crashes out the window in front of her, breaking glass and growling fiercely. The number of affected people continues to rise, posing a serious threat to the students in the canteen. Among them are Isaac, Chong-san, Soo-hyuk and An-jo. Infected students enters into canteen and starts chasing student and biting them. And as an infected arrives and pins her down, things are slowly turning from bad to worse as all students are turning into infected one. What will happen those infected student? Will Isaac, Chong-san, Soo-hyuk and An-jo will survive this apocalypse? The episode 1 ends here. Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like and comment to support the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.